Hi, it's Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and on today's video we're going to take a look at a power supply from the people at Gamemax. This is the VP RGB semi-modular 700W bronze rated power supply. This is some of the weirdest technology I've seen in a budget power supply. Now at the moment, if you're not been buying recently, you'll know that power supplies have become incredibly expensive to buy for PC builds, especially the budget range ones. Ones which normally you see for kind of 30, 40 pounds have rocketed up in price and can be normally 50 or 60 pounds even. Now obviously Gamemax isn't one of those brands you normally associate with power supplies, but recently some of their Rampage models and various other ones have actually done pretty good and have been pretty reliable. So it's nice to see something on the market for around about £45, which is semi-modular, has a little bit of RGB, very low noise fan, and also available in white, which is actually a very difficult colour to get a power supply in, especially if you're on a budget. Now being that at the moment, at the kind of mid-range of 2025, white builds are very much in vogue, and a lot of computer cases these days have kind of perforations or ventilation at the bottom, so your power supply is somewhat visible. And obviously, more importantly, your cabling going into your motherboard, such as your main 24-pin power connector, your EPS, or even going into your GPU, all of those cables are generally on show. So normally we'd end up buying a kind of reasonably good power supply in black and then buying a bunch of cable extensions, which adds more cost to the build. Now potentially that might be the way you want to go, that is entirely up to you, but I wanted to take a look at this in this video. I saw it on sale for £45 from scan.co.uk, which I figured actually was a pretty decent price for what seems to be a 700W power supply, or at least on paper. Now I will say straight away, looking at the actual box and the specifications, this really isn't a 700W power supply. They have included the 3.3 and 5V rails and incorporated that into the total system wattage. Now this really is more like a 600W power supply, so do bear that in mind if you're planning on getting one of these. I'll put some captions on the screen now so you can see on the side of the box. So you can see there, if you look at the 12V rails, they are a little bit on the low side compared to what the kind of overall wattage is. So I would say if you want a 700W power supply, get the 800W version, basically just go up 100 watts and then that should be pretty much bang on. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's take a look at the box. We'll go through the specs, go through all the cables, what is included, and then we'll kind of wrap up with some of my final thoughts. So starting off looking at the packaging, it's pretty basic packaging, but it has got the specifications on there. So it is 80+ rated. So this meets the bronze rating for the 80+ system. So this is going to give you at least 85% efficiency. Also, it does include an ultra quiet fan, which is an unusual thing to see. Also, there's a label there that says 12V, 99% output. I have no idea what that means. And also it's got the eco badge there. And this is the 700W and it's RGB ready. Be cool, be gamer, as they say. Yeah. Moving on to the side of the box, so we've got this section here about the fans, or the eco mode. So essentially you've got a button on the back so you can enable eco mode. If you enable eco mode, the fan won't spin unless the overall power is under 50%. Then it'll be completely silent, not moving at all, but it still will be lit up. If you have it in normal mode, it spins at 50% speed all the time and then ramps up from 50% to 100% depending on the load. So 50% load will be 50% RPM, 100% load would be 100% RPM. So it's very much a linear line there for the fan speed. And actually I've got to say, even just in basic testing, the fan seems absolutely silent. I was very surprised. Quite often some of these cheaper power supplies on the market, they look good on paper and then you power them up for the first time and the fan sounds like an absolute monstrosity. This seems absolutely fine and extremely quiet even in the normal mode. Now I am actually going to be doing a build with this power supply based around a Ryzen 7 7700 and a RX 6700 XT. And I think it's going to be absolutely fine. I will be putting it through its paces. That's probably towards the upper end of what this is capable of, but we'll certainly see in testing how it does. That will be in a follow-up video, so stay subscribed to see how that goes. So let's take a look and see what we actually get. So there is some warranty stuff there. Actually, speaking of warranty, this has a 2-year warranty, which is slightly unusual for some budget power supplies. Often they are a year only, and Gamemax specifically, even for some of their Rampage models, which are actually quite good, only come with a 1-year warranty here in the UK. But this one does come with a 2-year warranty, which is an improvement, I guess. Also, there's a user manual and it tells you about all the cables, etc. You do get 2 cable ties and also some black screws. Now you'd think, being that this is a white power supply, they would include either clear or chrome screws, or even just white. That would be nice, but no, they've cheaped out there a little bit, but I guess it's not the end of the world. So the power supply, you obviously get the power supply. We'll take a closer look at that. You also get some additional cables which come in a nice little bag. I've taken them out of the bag so we can see what's going on here. So you've got a single cable there, so that is for SATA plugs, so that goes into the accessory connection. You've got 3 SATA plugs in there, so that is absolutely fine. That measures in at 400 millimeters to the first plug, then an additional 150, then an additional 150. There's also a Molex connector, or I'm not sure what they call them, but we call them Molex connectors. Those are your kind of accessory connectors. That one is 400 millimeters to the first cable, then an additional 150 to the next 2, so 3 plugs in total. You also get a PCI Express cable. Now this is a little bit of a downside. There is only one PCI Express cable, but it does have the kind of piggyback, so you can plug in 2 8-pin ports, or an 8 plus a 6, however you choose to, or even 2 6s for older systems. This one comes in at 500mm to the first plug, and then an additional 150 to the next. And because this is obviously a semi-modular, as we've already said, so there are your semi-modular plugs on the back there, so if you want to plug those extra ones in, you can do. The main ones, they've actually connected straight to the power supply already. So you've got your main 24-pin power connector. That one comes in at 550mm in length and splits between 20 and 24 pin. We've also got an EPS cable on there, so that is your CPU power. There is only one plug on there, so that splits into 2 4s or a single 8. That one is 580mm, which is a slightly unusual length, but I guess it's better than being shorter. Some tend to be 500, 550, so it's closer to 600, which is better for some modern cases. And also on here, fixed captive, is a couple of SATA connectors, so 2 SATA plugs, one of which is 350mm from the power supply, and then you've got an additional 150 to the next one. So I think that's pretty cool as it is. Again, you may not want to use this with a system which has a graphics card, so if you're using it with an APU or some other integrated graphics, then you can just use those cables and keep things all nice and neat. The actual power supply itself is actually relatively compact, so we're looking at measurements of 140 by 150 by 86 millimeters. And the power supply itself has pretty much all the protection features that you'd expect. So not only has it got active power factor correction, which is pretty much a necessity these days, it also comes with some various other things such as over power protection, over voltage protection, under voltage protection, over current protection, over temperature protection, short circuit protection, surge in inrush protection, and also overload protection. So you pretty much got all the bases covered. Now obviously I'm not in a position to have the facilities to test this in any meaningful way, but on paper it says it's got those protections, so again that's better than what we usually get. When it comes to the power supply itself, now this is the white version, so you can get this in black as well, so if you want a stealthy black version you can do. And also it's got an integrated fan which actually has RGB lighting. Now unfortunately the RGB lighting is not able to be controlled or connected to any system, so it is basically on rainbow puke mode regardless of what you want to do. Now for some people, if you're putting this into a budget system, you don't really care about lighting. Generally you're going to be mounting it fan down, so you're not really going to see much spill of that anyway. And again, if you go with the darker version, the black version, then that's going to mute it even further. When it comes to the back section, you might see a little bit of light bleeding through. And also you'll notice you've got your main input power there. You've also got a physical power switch, and we've got that eco button. So it's not a kind of, I'm not sure what you call that. It's basically a momentary switch. So you press it, much like a reset switch, and it switches between the 2 modes. When the actual button is illuminated, that is in eco mode, so the fan will stop spinning under 50% load. If you press it again, it turns it off, and then the fan will spin all the time. Now like I said, the fan itself is actually very quiet, and actually quieter than ambient noise in this room, so I was very surprised with that. We have got 3 or 4 PCs in here, so it's kind of hard to measure it. I wish I had some kind of room which was soundproof so I could give you some proper measurements of it, but realistically you're not going to need to. It is extremely silent. Now I haven't got it up to a particularly high load, which I will be planning to do in the build video, so do stay subscribed to that because my thoughts may change. But at the moment, for £45 here in the UK, for a semi-modular 700 watt-ish power supply with bronze and also a 2-year warranty, and also available in white, I think it's actually a pretty good deal. But as always, let me know what you think in the comments section. I think that's going to wrap this video up. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, smash the like button. If you want to see more content of this on a daily basis, maybe consider hitting subscribe and also that chime notification. That way you'll be notified of future video releases. So that's it from me. I've been Mike. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and hopefully we'll catch you in the very next video. Thanks for watching.